I'm not sure how to do this anymore. Wasn't planning on vlogging today, but here I am. So, hello. Cheers, everybody. It is November 1st. Happy New Year. Oh, you'll be swinging for a bit. My phone is on the flexible phone holder, but the way I positioned it, it's kind of far. Anyway. It is November 1st. Yes, the first day of November. And I don't like November. November is kind of like my least favorite month. November and February, just weather-wise. So I figured, okay, well, let's start vlogging again because, you know, it's one way of putting myself in a good mood. Yeah, and plus I think I've fallen out of the habit of vlogging, and I had appointments like 2 or 3 times a week. Actually 3 times a week, so I couldn't add vlogging in between, but that's slowly dwindling down, so by next week everything should be back to regular. Looking forward to that. I have a few things to share with you. I have been doing a little bit of art in between and trying desperately to get all my Patreon stuff on track, but I'm still behind with 2 of the rewards because I decided to do a bonus one. The process of this lady, you've all seen her. I've also included the process, a short version of it here on YouTube, so you've all seen that. Yesterday I finalized everything for this one. Like this. It's tough. Like this one here. This is the Patreon reward for $5 and up. It's a video, and as well this is the artwork of the month, and I have a short version of it that's gonna go up. I quite like it. I'm gonna try here. You can see some of, okay, I need to hide my face for the camera, for the phone to focus on the details, but you can see the reflection on some of the pots in the flowers. I really, really like these flowers. This is also a sketch that I've given to my patrons. A lot of fun. A lot of details. Love the quotes. I found this quote in my quote-unquote book by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. Words that we should all live by. Not that easy sometimes. Something else that I have done is sketching this girl very quickly. Hold on, I need something to hold it up against. So it's on graph paper. It was just one night. It was waiting for a video to render, and I decided to draw her. I have a hard time. I know that symmetry is not something that exists in normal faces. However, I would like to practice that way, just so afterwards I can mess it all up. If you know what I mean. So I figured, okay, well, why don't I use graph paper to at least give me the position of the eyes. I didn't count the squares, but it helped keeping the eyes straight, like on a straight line. And I still messed up. One eye is bigger than the other. I know you're all going to tell me, oh no, it's fine. But I know one eye is bigger than the other. And I didn't add any details to the nose, and that's intentional. Okay. I don't know. I like doing that. I like her. I really do like her. I love the way it turned out. I've done short hair for the first time, which I don't usually do. So that was another challenge that I issued to myself. So I did that. I've also done a sketch. This nobody has seen yet. I have not published it on any of my social medias just because I did it as a study. I wanted to, I like fantasy art, and it's something that I want to do kind of like on the side. It's not my main thing, but it's going to probably help me practice more my drawing and get out of the comfort zone, because, you know, trees and flowers and cityscapes, and it's fine, but if you challenge yourself to do something you've never done before, it's even better. So in this one, I wanted to do an angel. Actually, that's not true. I wanted to do a fairy. She turned out to be an angel. I still don't know how to do a fairy, so I think I'm going to have to look at reference material just to get me started on the right foot. And then I knew I wanted her to come out from either a cloud or something like fairy-like, and that element turned into flowers. And then, there's a lot of and thens. I was sketching in my, I've had this moleskin journal since I went to Donna Downey's, which was, so 3 years ago, and I'm not even halfway through. And it's not a watercolor journal, but I decided to watercolor on the page, because why not, right? Anyway, so all this added to this. I mean, it's not that bad, but I messed up the face and the eyes, and the whispery element that I wanted there turned out into a field of poppies. I'm just laughing because it's just like, this is how, I can't plan anything in advance because it doesn't turn out that way. But here's where I had a problem. Like, I wanted her to be kind of like turned sideways so I could see the wings, you know, so, but still have the face up front, if you know what I mean. And I had the hardest time with the shoulders and the body placement. This is her shoulder, and so that's fine because we can see that wing, which is made of feathers like an angel, but she's a fairy. And here is where I got into trouble. So that's why I circled everything here in red, and I wrote a note to myself. But the one thing I really like, however, I do like the poppies because I added black stickles to them. Here. I'm going to try and catch the reflection. Okay, I need to hide my face with this, or partially. Yeah, see the black stickles? I mean, I do have black paint underneath, but I wish you could see. Oh, here we go. You can sort of see it when I move the book. And I like the way I did the halo with the gold fine tech paint. Anyways, it's a practice. I like her hair too, although, you know, it was difficult to watercolor in that book because the watercolor was sort of beading up on top of the paper, because I guess there's like a special coating to the paper. It's good for sketching, not so good for watercoloring. It's not made for that. I knew it. But anyway, it's something I did. I also, when I wait for my videos to render and stuff like that, or to upload, when that happens, my computer is so old that I can't do anything else on the computer, so I have to do something else. Thank goodness, because that allows me to come in here and either draw or practice or whatever. But I don't know if you remember the cards that I made using leftover watercolor pieces. That was for in my reject pile. I made little notebooks, and I like them. They're so cute. So the same format. I've had these notebooks in my stash. Oh my gosh. I can't even tell you how long I've had those. They're from the dollar store. They're just like notebooks, and at the back there's like, you know, room to put like addresses and stuff. And they come with a plastic cover. So I took the book out and I covered it up with some text paper and then added my funky flowers and wrote notes. And I like this one too. This one has clouds. The back looks yellow on the screen, but it's actually like light green. So I don't know. I was thinking eventually maybe I should open up an Etsy store and sell some of my original artwork, because I don't really have a platform in which to do so. I do have a Society6 store, but it's not going. I don't think my art lends itself really well to other merch that they have. And the prints are not selling. People don't buy prints. So I figured, you know, I have a lot of leftovers, so I think I will be doing more original artwork to sell. And I'll think of a store that I can open to sell my goods, because I mean, I'm talking right now, I'm talking to a community of, you know, artists and crafts maker, but there's also another community out there that does not necessarily enjoy making crafts and art but they still want to buy handmade goods. So I think Etsy for that purpose is really good. It opens up, it's got a window on a different I was going to say genre, but group of people that enjoy buying handmade goods as opposed to making them. Anyways, it's my thought process. I'm thinking out loud right now. I made another painting that will be part of the examples for my online class, and that's using the same method. And I like this one too. I like the lantern. Of course, this is Asian inspired, and it's intuitive art. It's not planned. Nothing on this thing is planned. Things get, things appear as I progress. I kid you not. But I really like the way this one turned out. I like them all, actually. I like the ones that I've made. Lastly, I have received one of the most beautiful postcards I have seen, and it's in Italian. Yes, from my local friend, Stevie B here. And here it is. She went to Italy and she sent me this gorgeous postcard. I love it. I love the style of it. I love the colors. It's also textured, which is a bonus. But look how gorgeous this is. And so she wrote in the back, "Hey CeeCee, I'm sure you weren't expecting a hello from me on my trip, but I know you like receiving postcards. This one was perfect for you, I figured, because of the watercolor print and the beautiful textured vintage looking paper. So hello from Venice. Hope your classes are going great this weekend, Stevie." Yeah, because she was upset she missed one of my classes. So isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Something else I want to share with you. I have this giant moleskin that I bought a few years back as well. Actually, I bought it at the same time that I went to Donna Downey's. I bought it for her 48 weeks classes. I've only done 4. And the last one that I had done, I wanted to be so different. I wanted to use the same techniques as her, but I wanted to look different. So I chose a different set of colors and was trying to do something completely off the wall. I mean, it was just crazy. It was doomed from the get-go, and I didn't like it. It turned out that I had like nuclear flowers, very dimensional, and I kind of regret going that route because it's a beautiful moleskin journal. It's huge. Look, guys. See, this is my face. Oh, I can't do that. Hold on. I can't hold it with my right arm. Oh, here. See? It's huge. It's probably 12 by, oh my gosh, it's almost like 20 inches, I want to say. I don't think I have the dimensions in here. But anyways, it's huge, trust me. And yeah, so what I did was I took that page because I actually used, okay, I used this book as a table in my living room because I don't have a table. I only have a sofa, a couch, and a footrest, which is like too wobbly to put like a cup of tea. So if I'm resting on my couch, I usually have a cup of tea, and that doesn't happen often, which is why I haven't put my resources into finding a table. But when I do want it, I don't have anything to rest my cup. So I took this book and I used it as a coffee table. But I regret it because now it's got texture in it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this book to create, you know, art journaling or mixed media or whatever, but keeping it as flat as possible. But I want to show you the page because I don't know where to go from here. but you can still see, oh. So you see, you probably won't hear me. The flowers that are happening in the background. Okay, well, imagine the back to be a dark, dark, dark blue, followed by some black and some red and some purple in it. It was ugly. It was just like, I couldn't stomach it. And then the flowers were fluorescent green. It was just, anyways, it was just funny. So I covered everything with gesso. Oh, and I have some kind of like linen ribbon happening for texture. Anyways, oh, you can, and I had some green, I forgot. See, so I made sure that I kept the original date in which I made it. And I'm going to do something with this. It was done in June of this year. But I still don't know what. But yeah, this is going to be something that I'll be working in. Doing a lot of watercolor except for working on my class, my online class. I have taught at Gigi's a few weeks ago, and the students did all kinds of gorgeous projects, and I was very proud of them. They're just amazing. And I'm doing that class again on November 16th, which is a Wednesday this time. So if you're local in Montreal and you want to learn how the basics, very, very basics of watercolor, come and join us. You just have to hop onto Giselle's Facebook. Yes, and send her a little note and she'll give you all the deets. And that's it. That was a my vlog for this week. I'm hoping to do more. I noticed too that since I've stopped doing my morning art, that my art has slowed down. And I stopped because I don't know, I'm really trying to work on my online class, and then I've had the Patreon stuff to deal with, and plus, like I said, I had like appointments that were added to my schedule, so it was tough for me to keep up with what I had before, and I miss it. So hopefully I'll be able to revamp that, and that will create more content for these vlogs. But again, like I've said before, and I'll stand by my rules, is that these vlogs are art vlogs to begin with, and if I don't have enough content, I'm just not going to put up a vlog just for the sake of coming on and say hi, because I think that would be boring. I'm not saying that there will only be like one vlog per week or whatever, but I'm saying that I will vlog as needed when I have content. And sometimes it might be more and sometimes it might be less, and it's gonna happen. Anyways, it's raining again today. We had a glimpse of the sun when I was out walking. Today was great because I was able to walk to my appointment there and back, and it's about an hour. I mean, it's half an hour to get there and half an hour to come back, which is awesome. So I got a bit of my exercise there, which will hopefully make me get out of the house during the winter time. I hopefully will get into the habit of that because I can't go to the gym yet. So I'm kind of training myself to go outside, take a walk, and then by the time the ice and the snow rolls around, maybe I'll be able to go back downstairs to the gym. But in the meantime, that's what I'm doing. And yes, that's the end of the vlog. It's official. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions or comments or even suggestions on what you want to see, special project or even an idea, let me know, and be good, and I will see you later. Bye. Oh. See, I can't camera palm you because see, it's